In my quest for all things that are vintage, I've run across these little books from old like appliances, and they would give out care books and cookbooks and things like this. And this is for an old freezer, and it goes through and tells you great detail on how to freeze stuff. The reason I like these books so much is because they go out of their way to tell you the really good tips so their product works as good as possible. So you can use the same tips when you're trying to do things. So I found my top 5 out of here, and I thought I would share it with you. All right, I don't know how many people still use metal containers, but do not place it where it comes in contact with copper. But you can place it. Aluminum or nickel does not form any kind of food poisoning, and acidic foods should not come in contact with cadmium-related utensils, or it will cause zinc poisoning. So don't put your spoons or forks in there. All right, here are maximum storage periods. Take you some screenshots. All right, this one's probably obvious, but get all the air out. That's what causes freezer burn when you don't get the air out. But this is something I didn't know. Aluminum foil is the best thing to wrap your meats in. Okay, for those that like to buy beef or chicken and actually cut it into your own pieces for a bigger savings, here's a couple charts. Almost all vegetables should be blanched before they're frozen. All right, just keep that in mind when you're doing vegetables. Not sure how to blanch? Here it is. Remember that not all blanching is done through water. Sometimes it's done through steam, and here's a chart. Don't forget to quickly cool it afterwards. You don't have to use ice water all the time, but it works. All right, this is one I would have never guessed, but after you do strawberries, it's better to do chopped fruit instead of whole fruit. It retains the flavor better. All right, the last but most important of all is the unthawing process. Most of it's pretty standard, but this is something that I didn't necessarily know. You do not thaw your vegetables out. You start cooking them as soon as you bring them out. This is going to help them stay together and not get separated, and it retains their nutrients. If you like that, let me know, and I'll do other books that way. There's always some good little hints and tips in these things.